Now let's take a little time, as we do each morning, to reflect upon this rare and precious life that we have, using the advice of Lama Tsongkhapa for inspiration. This opportune physical form is worth more than a wish-granting gem. You only gain its like the once. So hard to get, so easily destroyed, it's like a lightning bolt in the sky. Contemplate this and you will realize all worldly actions are but wind of chaff, and night and day. You must extract some essence of this life. I, a yogi, practiced in this way. You, wanting liberation, should do the same. Oh yeah. It just always brings a little giggle to my heart that we have this incredible opportunity. We didn't die last night, that we have awakened one more time. This rare and precious human birth, favorable to Dharma practice. The sentence here, this opportune physical form, worth more than a wish-granting gem. If we could only grasp the depth of that sentence, I translated as the rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice. It's saying the same thing. Everything has ripened for us. Everything. All the conditions. Imagine just eons and centuries of activities and events have come together in just such a way that we have this opportunity of this life today to have access to a path of liberation, freedom from all of our mental and emotional afflictions, of all the worries, fears, resentments, frustrations, anxieties, stresses, to be free of these afflictions. The path of freedom is already under our feet and the directions are in our hands. Incredibly rare. Incredibly rare. And it's so precious that it can be really hard to conceive. It can be hard to even imagine that we could attain such freedom. And so I like to focus on what we can directly know. And can we directly know that we have less mental and emotional afflictions than we once had when we engage in these teachings in the path? Do we suffer less? Are we more resilient? Do we have more freedom? In this day, with all that we've been through in our life, we have overcome so much challenge, so much hardship, so much misunderstandings, embarrassments, tragedies, real insecurities. We've overcome them. We have survived them. And with our deep-hearted quest for goodness and well-being and loving kindness and compassion, we have created the conditions, of this current situation. And we've applied some of the incredible lessons of Dharma, and not just limited in our thinking about Buddhist teachings. Buddhist teachings teach the complete path to freedom and no more suffering, but we've found even in our culture, in our life lessons from people that we've met and known, wisdom. And Dharma is about truth. Dharma is about knowing ultimate causes of suffering that give rise to all these afflictions, and the truth of the causes of genuine happiness and well-being, which are found in all cultures and traditions. But so often overlooked, we may be taught about the value of sharing, and then have our whole culture talk about acquiring and getting and being number one, or having this or having that. So we have this whole culture that's telling us to be happy, you need this and that, and you need to look this way and have these certain things, or achieve this, or have this status. And yet, in that same culture, the wisdom teachings are available since childhood about kindness, about generosity, about compassion. You see all the movies about, the underdog and how we care for that person and they become the hero. But in the world we walk out into after the movie or the book or the story is a world, about looks, about image, about power, about accumulation, about, what we've achieved, about accomplishment, and about happiness being dependent upon these things. But the lessons are still there underneath all that. And we have found that. We have found that. We have survived the misperceptions and struggles. We've experienced the suffering of competition, experienced the suffering of insecurity and of comparison. We've seen the folly of seeking happiness in people, places, and things that cannot provide it. And we now have this rare and precious human birth favorable to Dharma practice. And applying these teachings found in all cultures about the fundamental goodness that we have and how our lasting happiness really comes from our meaning and purpose, from our values, from our ethical, wholesome behaviors, and our connection to others. Quite incredible. And we have met with practices that help us cultivate these qualities, these inner qualities, and the resiliency and the well-being that stems from them. So while it may be hard to imagine being completely free of all of our mental and emotional afflictions, we can look and notice, have we been liberated from many of them? Have we cultivated a greater sense of worthiness, of value, of well-being, of resiliency? Are we less stressed? Are we more capable of bouncing back after difficulties? And then we go, okay, wow, I've already had some liberation. You wanting liberation should do the same. So let's make sure that we make full access of this incredible opportunity called today and engage in it, creating the causes for well-being, worthiness, and value, extracting the essence of this life, this incredible opportunity to do just that. Yeah. Let's do that today while we have it as best we can.